Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want more content. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Candace. I go by the Blonde Muslim online. I reverted to Islam a few years ago. I was the only person in my family to do this. I didn't know anybody else who was doing this. I had a lot of trial and error, and in the process, I have become the Blonde Muslim. It is my passion now to be Muslim, to help others and to add value. I do lots of fundraising, I do one-on-one coaching, and I'm just really here for you guys. So if you need some extra love, support, a friend, or somebody to discuss these concepts with, you can click the link in my bio and book a one-on-one for 30 minutes or an hour, or you can submit a question if you want for sure a response. I get tons of messages every day. I'm doing my best to get through all these topics, and I'm trying to answer everything on YouTube so that the content is searchable. Inshallah, it can make a difference and help everybody, because I had a lot of struggle time. I'm trying to cut down on that and help you guys. So I want to discuss a controversial thing that is maybe not even controversial, that is literally dumb, that people say. And I get this a lot, especially in more recent times, and that is that I am trying to, how do I put this? I am stealing charity funds. I am taking advantage of Muslims. I am trying to make money by being Muslim. I am some kind of financial predator. Okay, so let's talk about this, because I'm like, what do people even think when they make these assumptions or these comments? Okay, so first of all, I'm a full-time content creator. I make videos, and Allah has given me this huge platform, and I believe He has given me the responsibility, the blessing, and the mercy of having a giant love for this faith and a desire for knowledge. And so, like, that's the first part of it. I'm like, wow, alhamdulillah. Number two, He's given me a huge platform. He keeps giving me followers, and He's giving me exposure. I feel like He is using me for whatever purpose, and I feel like I don't quite understand it yet. For a long time, I felt like I would tell my friends, like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like I'm making something and I've got all the ingredients and I'm trying to make a recipe, and I'm like, but what am I making? I don't know what I'm supposed to be making. So, like, I felt like I was just like, imagine having the ingredients to a recipe, not knowing what it's for, and just trying to build something, and like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just keep posting videos, and my passion in my heart is that, like, I remember the identity crisis, the confusion. I still feel like an alien. I still feel not lonely, but I do feel isolated. I feel like a freak of nature a lot of times, because it's like, how often do you meet like a random white girl in California that loves this faith, that wants to help and educate and add value and do these things, like, just based on how I look? Like, I know I'm not the only blonde Muslim. I know I'm not the only white Muslim. I know I'm not the only American Muslim. I know I'm not the only person who has converted or reverted to this faith, of course. But the reality is people stereotype me, they judge me, they meet me, they assume I'm like Ali Dawa did a video about this. I'll link it in the caption if you want to watch it. Like, people see me and think that, oh, she must do fitness, or she parties, or she likes crypto. And, like, to be honest, I like crypto, I like fitness, I like all these things, but I want to be more than just like a pretty face. I want to be more than just like a cute picture. I want to actually like add value and help people. That's like my currency. I love connecting with people. I think the most important things in this life after Islam are your experiences and your relationships, because these are the things that are like really matter. Not just acquiring materials and getting wealth and living in a mansion and driving a Lamborghini. And like, this life is for enjoying, and there's nothing wrong with these things as long as you're doing your religious obligations and you're also helping, people, and doing your zakat and doing these things. Okay, this life is for enjoying. A lot of the Sahaba, they had money. Even Khadija radiallahu anha, she had a lot of money, and it's not haram to have money. So where was I going with this? Let me bring it back for a second. Okay, so anyways, Allah has given me this is what I was saying. I get stereotyped a lot. People don't expect someone who is me, who looks like me, to be who I am. And that's something I struggle with, because I'm obviously Muslim and I identify with that. People say put on a hijab, but it is very uncomfortable for me, and I stand out. I don't like how I feel nervous for my safety. But anyways, bringing it back to the point I was trying to make, is that Allah gave me the love for Islam. He gave me the followers. And this is something I struggle with, is like, you know, people judge me and criticize me, and I'm like, do you not think that the same Allah you love, that I don't love the same Allah, and that he doesn't love me and maybe have a plan for me? Maybe he's using me to do dawah. Maybe he's using me to help new Muslims. Maybe he's using me to bring people into the faith. You don't get my messages. You don't understand the volume of people who are coming to this faith, who have questions, who are trying to break into the faith and are trying to, you know, deal with their family and deal with all of these complex topics. And, you know, I feel really blessed that I'm able to help, because I'm like, all of my struggles gave me the firsthand experience to be able to help you better, to be able to help people better. And when I was a new Muslim, all I knew was like two born Muslims, and I would like try and say something and it was like demeaning, and they didn't mean to be rude or insulting, but I would be like, well, why do we do that? And they'd be like, why do you ask so many questions? Just do it. And I would be like, geez, I'm new. Like, why do you have to talk to me like that? And like, all right, so I took to Google, and I just felt left out of the community. I was having some complex issues with the mosque. They didn't get back to me. I felt like, you know, I reach out with, you know, some very serious concerns, and, you know, maybe they didn't get the email if we want to just assume that they didn't, or maybe they got the email and they didn't want to deal with the topic. Maybe they were like, oh gosh, the last thing we need is like another white girl having a problem, and, you know, anyway, so I feel like in a lot of ways, some of the things I went through, I fell through the cracks, and that nobody was there for me. So with all of this being said, I feel like I really want to help others, and I really want to be there for the girls who are Candace from 4, 5, 3 years ago. I want to show you guys like, hey guys, this is what I had to figure out, and this is what I had to learn, and like, don't do it the long hard way. Let me just tell you, A plus B equals C. And I just feel like I know what it was like to be alone and feel like I didn't fit in. And I feel like just, it's so crazy I have followers. SubhanAllah, it's so crazy I have followers. And it's so crazy that I get to be there for other girls. And it's so crazy that other girls look to me as a sense of belonging. And I just feel like this is Allah's planning. I could never have done this on my own. It's like so crazy. SubhanAllah, alhamdulillah, it's such a mercy. But, you know, being a full-time content creator and having the blessing of monetizing, obviously, like as a Muslim having these complex issues, I was in the full-time workforce. I was in the corporate world when I reverted. I started having a meltdown. I was in a male-dominated industry, working with a lot of men in a new home construction. And you know, when it came to praying and it came to trying to fast and it came to like, oh my gosh, like how I dress and all these things, I just about had a meltdown because I was like, oh my God, they think I'm a freak. Oh my God, like how do I do all these things and hide it? It was just so complicated that I finally quit. I literally quit and I started doing Instacart full time because I was having such a confusion on who I was. And I was like, at least I can do Instacart when I want and I can do this. And I just felt like very lost. Like I always felt like, what am I doing? Where am I? Like, I didn't know. And it's like, you know, if you're having a struggle and you're not sure which way to take your life, just be patient. You're going to get there, because I never expected to be where I am. And now I feel like Allah is giving me the opportunity to be a full-time creator, to work with brands, to be able to do charity, to be able to, you know, make YouTube videos and to connect with people. And it's like, wow, okay, he's doing this for me. So this brings me to these absurd comments and emails I get from people who are mad that I make money as a content creator. And it's crazy because I'm not selling the religion and I'm not doing anything. What people fail to realize is it's halal to make money. And literally making money in a modern job is you trade your time for money. You go and you clock in and you make money. Making money in olden days was bartering. Hey, I have a business. I will make this for you. You need a boat. I make the boat. I give it to you, and you give me food, or you give me whatever. You give me money. That is the concept. So like, it's halal to actually teach Quran. And people teach Quran and they actually charge for these services and charge for their time, and that's totally halal. It totally is. And the crazy thing to me is you can get a Muslim who is a faith-based psychiatrist and you can pay her $1,000 an hour, and that's halal. You can go to somebody who's going to do hijama like I did the other day and do ruqya and pay them for the services. So these things are not haram. Now, when it comes to my platform, I think people are mad, to be totally transparent, because I'm white, because I'm not a hijabi, because they see me teaching and see me trying to monetize to support myself, because I don't have a husband yet to help me and help provide for me and make my life easier. And I'm doing this on my own. I've got to live. Like, what the heck? You want me to go clock in and work next to Bill and Martin and Ted? And it's like frustrating for me because I feel like people want me to go back to my old life and go back to clocking in and working in a co-ed environment and having confusion on like, can I pray? And like, I used to pray in a freaking storage closet and I was scared. And at my old job, somebody went to my manager and said I was an extremist Muslim, and it was so horrifyingly embarrassing. So it's like, I feel like Allah is allowing me to add value. Allah is, he's using me, and he's also making my prior problems easy for me. Now, in the process of trying to make money online, I get to work with great brands, and they pay me for advertising to show you products that I use or that I stand behind. And so I think that like that's fair, because the mindset is if they were going to advertise and buy a billboard or buy ads on Facebook, they're going to pay Facebook or they're going to pay the billboard company. So influencer marketing is a way of the now and a way of the future. They're not going to go back to doing how they used to do. People are not watching TV and reading the newspaper how they used to. And, you know, so it's like, alhamdulillah, I get to make money doing those things, or I get to sell products, or I get to make money off of YouTube videos, inshallah. Like, this is a blessing and it's a luxury for me, but it's also a job. The other idiotic thing that people say is that I steal money from charity, which is so crazy. If you literally click any of these things, you can see that it's an actual like LaunchGood fundraising page where they are collecting the funds, and the funds never even come to me. And if anybody's ever wanted to donate and says like, hey, I can't because I'm in Europe, can I PayPal you? They PayPal me or Venmo me in the past, and I literally, you can see it. It's like the blonde Muslim just submitted $100. And so it's like really interesting to me. So I know it's just haters, and I don't actually owe anybody an excuse, a justification, or an explanation, but I just thought maybe this would be an interesting topic to talk about, because you know, I think it is good if Muslim women are entrepreneurs. I think it's good if they're not stuck in a corporate lifestyle. I think it's good if they can have flexibility and work from home and have the ability to pray. And, you know, I follow Muslim women who, you know, work for businesses or in social media marketing. They have Amazon stores, they have all sorts of things. And I think that that's really amazing. When it comes to me charging for my time, I have the right to charge for my time. I have the right to charge companies to access my social media. This is my personal social media page. Now I'm talking to you, whoever's watching this, can you imagine a random person sending you an email and saying, post this on your Instagram? You would be like, who the heck are you? Like, you think you're just gonna, okay, if you want on my Instagram, then you need to pay me for the inconvenience or for the advertising. So it's like, let me give you like a ballpark. Like on Instagram, my stories within 24 hours get usually on average at least 10,000 views, 10,000 to 30,000 views, depending on how active people are. When I do a link, I get like 200 to 1,000 clicks on it. And I think that it's only fair. I charge people for access to all of those. Hey, if you have an amazing, awesome product and you want it on there, I'm gonna charge for it. You know why? Because I deserve it. Like, why do I have to give that away for free? This is literally influencer marketing. But back to the charity thing is like, I, mashallah, by the will of Allah and with the help of you guys, have raised probably like $500,000 in the last 3 years. Like, literally, it's absolutely insane to me. So many people, and that may be a little bit of an overestimation, but it's like insane to me how amazing it is to have followers and be able to do something good and be like, hey, I'm going to Africa. Can you pitch in $5? Can you do this? Hey, I'm with orphans and widows over here. Look at them. Can you help? Hey, we're doing Qurbani for Eid. Which we are doing Qurbani for Eid. Click the link in my bio, go donate so that we can feed orphans and widows for Eid, okay, inshallah. And so it's like, the whole thing is like, I can't raise $500,000 on my own, but like, if I have 500,000 followers and everybody donates $1 or $5, we raise a lot of money. And it just goes to show how beautiful the Ummah is. Now, the allegations and all of this stupid nonsense talk about like, I'm stealing from the charity funds, or I'm taking advantage of Muslims. Like, there are so many other ways to make money, especially as a woman, that don't involve learning a faith and getting bullied online. Like, if I really wanted the money, I could be a sugar baby, be an OnlyFans. There are so many like things I could do for money if that's the kind of person I was. And I know I don't owe anybody an explanation, and I don't have to talk about these things, but you know, it's just like, we need to think about how we're thinking. You know what I mean? Like, why would people have a problem that I'm Muslim, people have a problem I make money, people have a problem that I have followers and I charge access to my followers or for advertising, people have a problem that I raise a lot of money and then like maybe I get paid for my time away from my home, maybe I get paid from companies who want to take me on vacation. You know, I think that's only fair. So, you know, there are a lot of perks that come with this being a full-time job. And my opinion is that Allah is rewarding me and he's making it easy for me to pray and help others and add value. And that's something I take seriously. There's also rumors like, I'm in the FBI, I'm in the CIA, like, why would a white girl learn Arabic? People also say like, oh, you're just trying to mislead everyone. And I'm like, but it's super funny. So anyways, I am coming out with a line of products. I'm super excited. I haven't talked about this yet. I have several things that I'm offering everybody. And yes, I do charge for the items that I sell. I will be charging for my courses and my tutorials because I actually had to get a videographer. I had to pay a couple $1,000s to get stuff filmed, high content, like high intensive, like content about teaching and learning. So I'm in the process of getting this all done. I'm doing it all by myself. It's very time consuming. So if you're watching this and you support me, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you following me, the love, the comments, the messages. I appreciate when you guys donate to my charities. I appreciate when you guys buy my goods. I appreciate everything. When you share my videos with other people, I appreciate it. So this isn't just a rant like about why people are dumb for thinking I'm not supposed to make money. I literally am just like, what? And on the other side of things, being a content creator, some of my clients that I do one-on-ones with, they want to be content creators, and I realize I have a lot of experience with marketing, content, and stuff like this, and that's something I'm passionate about. And several of my coaching clients are interested in being in social media marketing. So, when I say I do one-on-ones, you do not necessarily have to do a one-on-one just to get religious help. There are so many different things and situations. If you need someone to confide in, you need non-biased information, you need somebody to sound things off with, if you need to discuss something, if you're having anything, and if you are interested in social media, you want help with your business, you want input or advice on how to become a content creator, I also do that. I have one friend in specific who always was asking me all these things, and I'm so proud of her because she's put out so many videos. She's finally finding her path. Everything is slowly. So, above all, guys, be a good person, be a good Muslim, and connect with yourself. Do what brings you joy, have a passion, enjoy this life. We're allowed to enjoy this life. Yeah. I love you guys. That's it for today. I will talk to you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.